Hello, hello, hello. It is a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How are you doing this morning? It's early, it's Saturday morning, and I'm so glad that you're here joining me. Our daily connection, your new ritual, your habit of just checking in, just two men going through the journey of life, kind of comparing notes. I want you to do this at a designated time every single day where we just connect. Maybe there's something that I say, maybe it's just the thought of checking in, remembering all the things that I say during our connection, that just get your mind straight. Get your mind straight as you take on the day. All right, schedule this whether you're watching me live here. It's 3:12 in the morning here on this Saturday morning, and I know it's different parts of in different times in different parts of the world. Whether you watch me live on a replay version, schedule it. Make this a part of your ritual, and again, have it trigger you, be the catalyst to the thoughts you need to think to get to where you want to go in your life. Those feelings, those emotions, those goals, those achievements, whatever it is, making this journey of life just a little bit more enjoyable. I hope things are going well for you. If you're challenged, just keep on keeping on. I know what that's like. That's just part of the life. If things are going great for you, congratulations. Let's keep that rolling and appreciate it. Appreciate just the small things when you can appreciate it. Did you wake up this morning with a plan? Did you wake up this morning with a plan? I mean, that's one thing. If there's a whole bunch of things that I always try to remember, and if we can just build upon that, maybe some things I get you to think about. Just waking up in the morning with a plan. I'll tell you, on this Saturday morning, I was debating. Come on, Scab, every single day you're doing this morning connection. Do they really need to see that? Would they miss you if you just didn't do that one day, right? I mean, all these thoughts were crowding my head, just wanted me to just sleep in. I was, cuddling this morning with my kids very early, and that alarm went off at 2:30. I'm thinking, am I going to do this again, right? But I really believe that there were some thoughts that I went to bed with, and why I'm driven to become better and better at what I do. And I got to take advantage of all 7 days of the week, right? Your life, it is all 7 days of the week, not just the 5 work days. It's what you do and all that extra time that's going to determine the quality of life that you really want. I went to bed thinking those thoughts of what I needed to do, and I think that's what got me up. And once I got up and got going, I mean, sometimes that's the toughest battle. So anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're joining me here, who is joining me this morning? Who is making this a habit? Are you starting to anticipate this time together? Did you wonder if I would show up on a Saturday once again, like I did? Let's see. All right. There's more people watching me live this morning than during the week. That's a great sign. See, I'm always looking for the positive, right? When I got up this morning, one thing that had some great conversations with men like you yesterday really makes me appreciative of. It makes me really appreciative when I get to connect with you. All these years of focusing and asking myself, how can I help you more efficiently? And I just love it when I talk with a young gentleman from Sweden, 33 years old. He's been following me for a while, and it's talking about life, of what he wants more of outside of the gym. A 55-year-old man. He's gone on a 12-week fitness transformation journey, and I was talking to him. I mean, that just makes my day. Here's another little thing. Looking for the things that you're grateful for. And I had a lot of people follow up for something I talked about on an early morning connection, our family rituals that we do every single morning. I want to talk a little bit more about that. And, yesterday I did my calves, abs, and forearms workout. And I have to tell you, I feel very fortunate. Injury-free my entire career. I can think one time I strayed, a muscle, going up my back once, and but pretty much 30 years injury-free. I don't necessarily feel as though I'm smarter than anybody else. I'm careful, but I'm just a human being there. I feel good fortune, that I haven't had a lot of energy, but I was doing on the seated calf machine, and I felt my calf strain, and I go, oh, that doesn't feel good, right? And again, because I've been virtually injury-free, minor, major, everything for 30 years, I went, what can that be? Because you always think about that, and so it was sore. Like today, I was kind of limping around, and I felt so thankful that I woke up this morning, and it's virtually almost all gone. Because you worry about those things. It's the little things. It's the little things that we got to be thankful for in life. So many great things on this planet, this life to experience, but we got to appreciate it, right? Let's see, who do we have here? Oh, good. I love the comments, guys. Guys are energizing me. Okay, Mike says, getting out of bed to implement the plan on the weekend is heard. Winter makes the bed an inviting place to stay, but I feel better once you get going. That is so true. I felt that exact same thing, Mike. I was so warm and cozy this morning, on this Saturday morning. But yes, that's what I really sense. It didn't take me long once I got going to be thankful that I did get going. Sometimes it's more painful to lay there in bed, right? The thoughts of not showing up just because, right? No good reason why. That would have been more painful. I'm glad that. And that's usually, it's always better to say yes. Here's something to remember. And this is going to be the theme of the show today, right? I always look, what am I going through? What can I do to inspire you, give you some things to think about from my many, many years of being all ups, downs, and all arounds in life, right? And talking to so many men about their lives and their journeys through coaching. And it ties into what you're saying, Mike, is that, we all want more in life, right? And I'm not talking about, materialistic. Some guys are anti-goals, materialistic things. I get that, I get where that may be coming from yours, your perspective. To me, when people have goals or things, whatever it may be, it's really just feelings and emotions that they want. It's that thing, that goal that's so important to them that may not be important to you. To them, it represents something, a feeling and emotion that they want to experience, a feeling and emotion that they felt a long time ago or they saw their parents experience, and they just don't want to feel that ever again or ever experience it like they witnessed in the past. And that's driving them. And that thing that maybe you don't put value on, they do. It just represents a feeling and emotion that's important to them, and more than that, a feeling that they don't ever want to feel. That's, just something to think about. If you want more of those emotions, if you want to take control of your life and not feel certain feelings and emotions, whatever it may be, right? To get more in life, you got to say yes. Think about what I'm saying. To get more in life, you have to say yes. You must say yes. You got to go on my 12-week fitness transformation journey and see what it's about. You can't theorize if it will or will not help you, right? You're going to have to say yes to an experience. And I don't care how many times you feel you've been burned before. I don't care how many times you believe people have let you down in the past. The future is not written. Right? Sometimes we just feel so certain that people are this way. I see it all the time on the internet. The future is not written. It isn't just a blank slate. Sure, you have to use your intelligence, do your best to pick up patterns, right? But, one thing, I'll sign off with our morning connection. I'm getting fired up here. I'll sign up with our morning connection to expect the best. Expect the best out of yourself. Expect that what you do will materialize in the manner that you want. Expect the best in other people, the people you count on, the people you marginally count on. Expect that they'll do the right thing. Expect that you can influence them to do the right thing because you're such a force for good. You're so powerful. What you have to offer has so much value. Expect the best, that they'll get it. And if not now, later. Expect the best. All right? The future is just a blank palette. And when you can really realize that, and don't bring whatever happened to you when you're 10 years old or 10 minutes ago, that's in the past. The future is a blank space with your imagination. If you're resourceful, if you're gritty, if you're influential, if you can find a way to crack the code to yourself, unlocking your talent, and to influence other people that you're such a great value, you can write whatever you want. When you can believe that and then be proactive to do that, the future is yours. Little by little, ups and downs, just like everybody else. But to get that, you have to say yes to something new, some new way of thinking, right? To take from where you are, it may have served you really well right now, but to get more, you have to say yes to something. Saying no, all no does is keep you where you are and prevents you from loss. Imaginary loss, because the future, it hasn't happened yet. Nobody screwed you yet. Your effort was not appreciated. It didn't fail yet, right? The future is not yet. I don't care how logical you think you are. The future is blank. And all saying no does is keep you where you are. You can't predict the future. You can't climb in people's mind. You have no idea what will and will not happen. You have no idea if your efforts will pay off. And I mean that in a good way. Dig in. You have to say yes. You have to say yes. Right? No just keeps you where you are. Good afternoon. IBN. So appreciative that you're here. You show up. I love it. Is it Emna? How phonetically pronounce that? You're here often. I want to get your name right. But good afternoon to you. Right? So Mark says, skip a month off booze, clean eating with a calorie deficit to strip some of the fat, but no change in the scale number. What's going wrong? 7,500, probably a 750 calorie deficit in a week, and no change in weight. Good question, Mark. Now again, your particular situation, you told me about, off the booze, clean eating, with a calorie deficit to strip some fat off, and no change in the scale number. And in a whole month, huh? Nothing? Okay, well, Mark, maybe send me a direct message or send me an email at skip@skipandcore.com. Maybe if I can get a little bit more of what you're talking about. I'm just curious, Mark, go ahead and so you say you're in a calorie deficit, right? Go ahead and just tell me that amount of calories that you're eating. I like the fact that you're tracking your calories. That whole deficit thing, sometimes it's just a guess, right? It's just some calculator, on some app or some computer website, and they're just guessing what your deficit may be. And again, so tell me how many calories you're eating now that you've been eating for a month, and then tell me on a scale from 1 to 10, how accurate are you? If I were to give you $1 million, if you got within 100 calories, honestly, could you really tell me? Are you just how much are you guessing how many calories you're eating? Or you're absolutely certain because you have an app and you're checking? It's really important. All right. So tell me if you're still on this live broadcast, tell me how many calories you're eating and how certain on a scale from 1 to 10, that's how many calories you're eating. All right. I just want to get a rough idea. There's a lot of things I would have to know to help you out. Right, about your particular situation. But and then here's another thing, all right? So I know there's no change on the scale. There's a lot of questions I would need to ask you. But in that whole month, 4 whole weeks of eating clean and hopefully, get that calories. Do your clothes at least feel different? Do they fit differently? Or there is really no change in even the way that your clothes feel? Let me know that, all right? Hello, Maher. Good to have you here. Go ahead and ask any questions that you guys have. Davon is here. All right, guys. All right, so I'm going to wait for your response there, Mark, so I can help you out a little bit more. But just keep on keeping on, regardless of what the scale says, right? Do you feel better being off the booze? Do you feel better eating that, more clean food, as you put it, right? I mean, a lot of times there's a lot of ways to win. Just the fact that you're in motion. I mean, being off the booze, for example, all right, does that make you get up earlier, stay up late? Are you more present, not dragging the next day? All right? There's a lot of ways to win besides what's on the scale. And I want to kind of point those things out, maybe help you out there. All right. 12-week transformation journey, should definitely consider that, Mark. It starts next week, but really it starts the minute you enroll. And let me tell you about my 12-week fitness transformation journey. Probably you heard me talk about it. I'm so excited about it. I'm taking a group of men, great group of men, I must say, a little bit older. This is a fitness transformation for older men with busy, productive lives who want to put more attention to their fitness. You're used to being successful in your family, in your business. A lot of guys, they've been married forever. They've been on the job. They've experienced that success. They want to bring it over to the fitness. That's what I'm here for. I specialize in helping older men with busy, productive lives, winners, bring that winning attitude and have it bleed over to their fitness. I cut all the frustration, confusion, overwhelm. They're looking all over the internet for all these training strategies, eating strategies, sometimes from the much younger fitness experts out there who share that information from their perspective. Maybe from their lifestyle, where fitness is everything that comes from that perspective. And a lot of older men who are successful, they know what it's like to win in life. Just they can't relate. I use the metaphors, analogies, the explanations. I'm 56 years old. I'm your age. I have the same busy life, right? 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm coming to you. And on top of that, everything else. And keeping myself fit. It's a different perspective, right? We live a different life. One thing is we got to do this, more time behind us than in front of us. The whole vibe, right? It's for men like us. And it's not to be a bodybuilder, right? I'm 6-time champion. Yeah. Look, I understand that you don't want to be a bodybuilder. That doesn't even need to be said, right? That doesn't need to be said. I know why your health and fitness is more important to your kids, your grandkids, your legacy. A lot of men, their parents died pretty close to the age that right now. It's a sobering thing. When you're younger, you just think that it's just going to all come together. You just keep on getting up in the morning and it's all going to come together. That may be true. I hope that's true for everybody. But it's really what you do. And all these days, we got a lot of days behind us. And to some extent, it did turn out the way we wanted. Sometimes it's sobering to think, it hasn't. What do we need to do? It's time to start rationing up and start becoming more effective and efficient. And a lot of men, they want to do that fitness. I'm the man. I'm the man to help you do that. I can tell you with absolute certainty, I have talked to so many older men, same situation as you. Get this done. This 12-week fitness transformation journey, I talk to you with the one-on-one time. All right? I've got programs that I meticulously took the time to explain it step by step. I've helped out so many men with their fitness over the years. I know the next question that you have, the one you have now. I know what the next question is going to be once you get that figured out. And then the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Again, when you're a master at what you do, because you just put in your time over and over and over again, help many, all the different scenarios. And I've taken the time in many of my courses to step by step. You can listen to them over and over again. You can listen to them every single month and take you to higher and higher levels. That's how much thought I put in to these audio courses and with videos and everything. You can just check them out at skipthecoremembers.com. But I also know the challenges with information these days. There's so much out of it now. It's the time, and even when you do spend the time, how focused are you? What perspective are you translating the information? See, that's why I want results for you. That's why I spend so much time helping you get to know who I am, how I am your best friend, your advocate, your coach. I understand where you're coming from, but I want to make it even better than just a course that's out there. I understand the trend in the future, how learning is going to happen, it's going to happen with people all around the world who you're not going to see in person, but you're going to have a connection, a back and forth connection. I think I'm ahead of the trend by spending so much time talking to you. And maybe you've talked to me in the past, right? That's the way real learning happens. You know, I shared this with a gentleman who I talked to on the phone yesterday. I talked about two key things that when I put in my work, and I had the courses, I went to the seminar. Two key distinctions, I'll talk about them another time, is it was my interpretation, you know, one of my founding principles about my life, about how I give to others, right, and how I saw the world, how it worked. Two certain things, they were organizing principles, how I looked at the world. And you know what? Looking back now, they were off. Not massively off, right? Just slightly off, and it made all the difference in the world. Because I didn't fully understand what the coach, the mentor, or something that I adopted as a life strategy, right? I can tell you this, if I would have talked to that mentor back and forth, he would have probably straightened me out. But it was one-sided, me taking information and me being the man who didn't get to that other side yet that I want to. I could only understand it from a certain point of view. And therefore, something small was missed, but it was major that was missed. We need this one-on-one connection. And that's what I have. 3 hours of me connecting with you one-on-one. First one about clarity goal session. If you love this type of this information, inspiration that we share on this morning connection show, it's a lot of that, but specifically designed for your life. That's our number one, our first coaching session, one-on-one, you and me, wherever you are in the world. A gentleman a little bit earlier asked, can you do this in Australia? I've got several men on our 12-week fitness transformation journey from Australia, right? So we do this on the phone, Skype. I've got conference calls around the world, WhatsApp, right? Your one-on-one coach calls, they're recorded. You and me, it's recorded because you're going to learn from it over and over again. It's not just some course of generic information. It's you and me talking about building upon where you are right now, because we don't need to start from scratch. That's the one thing about information now. It's like, you know, it's just generic, and so it doesn't know where you are in the process. So it'll either start ahead of where you are and then you're confused, or, you know, half of it is about stuff you already know. And so, you know, if it's over your head, you know, you lose that connection, that flow, right? If it starts, you know, below what you know, then you're losing your attention span, right? We've got to start from where you know, and that's what this one-on-one coaching is. Second session about training. You'll understand, you know, all the different training strategies, the organizing principle that makes them all successful, and come up with a training routine that fits you, your life, your goals. Right? You don't have to guess. You'll walk out of, you know, our second session on the phone with absolute certainty when it comes to training. You get my 30 years injected into your mind, into your psyche, into your heart moving forward. Third session, we do that with nutrition. You'll understand all this confusing nutrition, what you have to do, all the things you must do that you maybe didn't value. And, you know, throw away all the things you don't need to do when it comes to nutrition. You have a nutritional plan that you believe in to move forward with certainty and confidence. So after those 3 hours, next week, we have weekly group coaching sessions, right? Everybody's going to join. If you do happen to miss it, because it's 12 weeks with me, all right, you get a recording of it. After these 3 months, and it's really meant to pace you, to expand your mind, your body, your belief in yourself, to stretch yourself, push yourself for 12 weeks. And when you come out that other side with 3 months with me, man, you'll have this fitness, certainty, and confidence. It's a matter of just doing it. But no confusion, nothing getting in your way. You'll understand how it works for a man who's a little bit older with a busy, productive life, right? I want it to be simple for you so you just execute. That's what I guarantee will happen after your 12 weeks with me. The best thing about it, after 3 hours with me, with that one-on-one coaching, but every week we check in. You and me actually talk on the phone for 10 or 20 minutes. For 3 months, 12 weeks, I keep you accountable. You know, you're going to have good weeks and bad weeks. I make you, you and me, I make you accountable to the promises that you made yourself. It's going to be an amazing journey. I've got a special members only website where you check in every single day. Got to make my entries for that this morning for my guys, because I've already started the members only website. We actually start on Wednesday, so you have time. Let's talk. Go to skipthecore.com/transformation. I'll post that link down below. go ahead, just fill out that questionnaire. Right? If you're even the slightest bit interested, fill that out. I'll connect with you. We'll talk again wherever you are in the world. Let's do it this weekend. All right, let's do it this weekend. If you're the slightest bit interested, we'll see if it's a good fit. It'll be nice just to talk to you, maybe answer any questions, even if we decide it isn't a good fit, or maybe you don't want to do it this time. It'd be nice just to talk to you. So go to skiplacour.com/transformation. Can you tell I'm excited about that? I'll tell you, one thing about it is, this accountability to you has me coming for this morning connection every day. All right. But I am so ready to just stretch and expand. You'll see on the journal, like my goals for this 12 weeks. I'm going to push myself inside and outside of the gym. I'm just ready to go, right? And I'm going to document my daily journal. I'm just excited. Got a lot of things planned. Good morning, Pete. This is great. Our morning connection is great, Pete. I think it's great. Is that what you're talking about? Talking about my 12-week fitness transformation journey? I'm going to assume that you believe it's all great. Am I right? All right, Pete. So glad you're here. Pete is one of our ground-breaking regular viewers for our connection every single day. I'm so glad you're here, Pete. Thank you so much. All right. So that 12-week fitness transformation journey, fill out that questionnaire. Click that link. At least look at everything on there. And the other thing is, if you love this powerful information and inspiration, click the link down below for my morning connection, MANformation course, the mindset and actions of a powerful alpha male leader. My 11-hour course broken into 6 sessions, more certainty, more confidence, more clarity. Certainty, confidence, clarity, control. That's a lot of C's, right? Certainty, confidence, clarity, control, right? CCC. But here's an I, imagination, strategies, influencing yourself, influencing other people, your beliefs, right? Body language, voice qualities, what it takes to make your impact on the world, the mindset and actions of a powerful alpha male leader. Click that link for the Morning Connection MANformation course, audio course, because when you invest in that, we spend 1.5 hours, you and me, again, a recorded call. You get the one-on-one coach. I get you clear about what you really want, why you really want it. Identify some obstacles along the way. I become your coach to jumpstart you. Get the most out of your course. It'll change your life. I tell you, it will change your life. Remember what I'm talking about today, right? To get more in life. It isn't, no. I mean, that sounds good, Skip. I'll just watch the Morning Connection, and I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable just watching the Morning Connection. I just really think if I just keep on doing what I'm doing, maybe watch your Morning Connection, maybe your Workouts for Older Men show. I'll get there. That's saying no. No to taking a chance. No to getting out of your comfort zone. I hope, you know what? I want the best for you. I hope everything works out just the way you want it, right? But to get more in life, you got to say yes to something that you're scared of, something that you're uncertain about. Remember that you get more by saying yes. All no does is keep you where you are, prevent you from loss. You got to say yes to something. Am I the man to say yes to? I'm going to take good care of you. I will not let you down. All right? So join my 12-week fitness transformation journey. Invest in the MANformation course for this Morning Connection special. At least click those links and read what I have to help you get where you really want to be. All right, guys. All right, Mike. Okay, so let's see. So Mike says, what's your ideal breakfast before you work out? Or do you wait until after morning? Great question, Mike. I do not. I eat on an empty stomach. And let me tell you a little bit why that is that, I know there's all these strategies about these nutrient timing and all those certain things, and, maximizing your muscles capacity to recover right after or before, and all this. Okay, I'm not going to debate science, right? If someone took the time to do these studies, and let's just assume they're all true, right? I'm not. How do I know? I'm not going to debate anything that some scientists. I'm going to assume that it's true. But see, everything isn't a 10 out of 10 in importance to get you where your goals are. And again, I specialize in helping older men with busy, productive lives get the most out of their fitness, but keeping it intact with their productive life, right? So I go by this 80-20 rule, so to speak, that like there's 100 things that you're told what to do. So this whole nutrient timing, got to have the steady flow of the protein and the carbs to maximize the workout and muscle gains and muscle tissue right from the very minute that you start to hit the first weight and right after for recovery, all those type of things, right? Okay, I'm not going to debate that science, but I will tell you this. If there's 20 things in life, the 80-20 rule, 20 things out of the 100 things you're told, so to speak, that make that biggest impact, right? That's not in the 20. That's not in the 20. You know, for what we're trying to do, calories ingested versus calories burned, whether it's before that workout, after workout, that's definitely in the 20, right? It's more convenient for me. I do more like an intermittent fasting thing. I am not tied down to these eating every 2 hours and all this anabolic window and all that stuff. Again, I'm not going to sit here and debate the science. If you're doing that, it works for you, keep on doing it. But it is not in the 20 things, right? I do the 20 things, maybe bleed off into 30s and 40s, whatever it is, but I know the 20 things that matter, and I get better and better, and I'm absolute non-negotiable getting better, taking those to higher and higher levels, and then that works for the physique that I want and keeps my goal intact. So I don't eat before my workout because it fits in the big picture, and we all have, you know, how we put it all together. All right, guys. God, I could talk to you forever. Seems like I do that a lot. Once I get going, you guys energize me. I appreciate all the questions. I appreciate you being here. Remember, you got to say yes to something new, something different, something scary in life, to get more in life, to experience more, achieve those goals, to be that man at a higher level. You're going to have to say yes. Yes when you're uncertain. Yes when you've been burned in the past. Yes when it didn't work out. Yes when if you don't succeed, it might hurt your feelings or whatever. You get more in life by saying yes. All no does to the 12-week fitness transformation. Oh, no. To the Morning Connection, MANformation course, Mindset and Actions of a Powerful Alpha Male with that hour and a half goal setting session. No. All no does is keep you where you are. And if you're happy, continue doing it. I want you to be happy. But if you want more in life, you're going to have to say yes on something that's uncomfortable. If you look in your past, it's when you stretch yourself, you did something you weren't quite sure of, and it all worked out. There I go. Guys, so remember, today, expect the best. Expect the best from yourself. You will step up. You will face your fears. You will say yes when you're scared. Expect the best that you will be on or good enough to move forward. Expect the best out of yourself. Expect the best when you do the work that is all going to turn out the way you want today. Expect the best. Expect the best from other people. I don't care how many times you've been let down in the past. You need other people to make this happen. All right? Expect the best from other people. All right? Expect the best. Expect the best from yourself. From what you do, expect the best from other people today. Expect the best. All right, so that's going to do it for this morning connection. I'm so glad that we made this time together. All right, so have a great day.